Please go ahead. Oh, we're recording you. Tell us about who you are. And
I'm a clothes designer, just a fashion.
Sorry. I mean, okay, go on. We have to go along with the security of our Imperial Masters. I think I was forgetting that you remove your visitor term for that.
Okay.
We are shareholders. We are not visitors. That's right.
Well, I just call myself a fashion scientist.
Okay.
Because I'm into the dynamics and the creative aspect of fashion, philosophies and principles and all that. I found myself on the creative, should I say, industry foundation to try and find creative ways of developing the clothing textile sector, actually the artisanal sector on the whole, and I'm also on the ACP, African Caribbean Pacific, that's the EU board, to try and implement some of these ideas, because they put them through the ministries, and as Prof was saying, they become theoretical, should I say institutional. I'm trying to pull my words here. I used a word in Barcelona and it didn't go down well. Okay, the white elephant, they don't really go anywhere in the implementation. So we're coming up with practical solutions. So when Prof asked me that's something that I need to be here, we've had several meetings here regarding this creative industry. And I have very strong ideas as to the way we have to go. I've been working with the state policy board, but I go and I talk my talk, but they are practical ideas, so nobody's listening. We're still talking. So I've taken a youth in Accra Declaration of Independence to go ahead anyway to implement what I want to implement in my private sector. We are working on it. I did a whole project of trying to help industrialize our traditional weaving sector, because the problem is not the large clothing corporations or artisanal corporations out there. It is our ability to deliver something to do with the intellectual property rights. The fabric that we have here belongs to either China or Holland, GTP, and the chair fabric group, which is ATL. So I'm trying to help industrialize our traditional weaving sector. We still hand looms. We are applying transfer technology. So I'm trying to benchmark it with the Indian weaving capacity thing. But once again, people in our industry, industrial sector, which is multi-minister trade and industry, I think it's too practical for it to work. So if you don't mind.
Yeah. It was very interesting that you talked about yourself as a technologist, combining philosophy and so on. Now, what you're describing is also that you are, if I may say, a spilloverist, taking these ideas and trying to have them spill over into a larger population as a form of promoting innovation.
I don't know if I agree with the spillover. Implementer and planter.
Well, spillover is a word from the academic literature. So let's, it has a certain technical feel for it. But again, the idea is you're trying to do something to promote innovation beyond the confines of your studio, let's say, your atelier. Can you describe some of the challenges that you're facing as you go about trying to do this, and how that might have a general application for our economy as a whole?
I know one of his challenges is too much money to do that.
That's what I've got my Swiss bankers to come. See, the studio is a developmental center. I mean, the atelier, that's why most designers like John Galliano is called a creative director as opposed to a designer. Once you are in charge of the creative part, then you become a creative director. The CDO is almost, we start with the ideas and then it goes around cyclical to come back there as an end game. So okay, what sort of fabrics do you want to use now? So we go to the process and collate them, gather them, the fabric, the design, and then the color concepts and all that. Then we create the things in the studio again. Then it goes out. Then it spills over into the manufacturing unit.
Okay.
That's where the production then comes out and then it's pushed into the larger market. But our problem is it goes more fundamental than that. The inability to meet the market demands, even what